So you see that all three, they sound the same. Two, two, two. Hola a todos, bienvenidos a su primer día de clases en el curso de inglés. ¿Cómo se sienten? ¿Emocionados? Qué bueno. Vamos a aprender bastante este semestre. Sí, miren. Yo tengo cero tolerancia con ser groseros, con las personas que quieren burlarse de otros o hacer sentir menos a los otros, ¿ok? Cero tolerancia. No se preocupen, este curso va a ser en inglés, pero vamos a estar hablando inglés y español al mismo tiempo. ¿Les parece? Excelente, muy bien. Bueno, so let's start. So we're gonna be doing it. We're gonna go through the syllabus. I know this is the most boring part of the year or the semester. I do understand that. It was the worst when I was in high school and in middle school, and especially in college as well. So my only rule is be respectful. What does respectful mean? Do not make mean comments. Do not try to look better than the other of your peers. Peer pressure is not tolerated in this classroom, okay? Not even peer pressure, not even bullying. So if I notice that you guys are doing something to one of your peers or one of your classmates, you're gonna be sent to detention. No tolerance at that. I'm sorry. So that's zero tolerance. Also, you guys are gonna be needing some supplies, and I know this is like the fun part for the first day. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be showing you what you're gonna be needing for this course, okay? Alrighty. So you're gonna be needing a planner. Yes. So if you could, it could be a planner starting July 2020. So this is, you could be as creative as you want. You don't need to have a certain type, which I hated when I was in high school because they requested like a white one, which it sucked. So and this one you could buy anyone, any type or any design you like, okay? This is the very first item you're gonna be needing, the first supply. Why are we gonna be needing this? Because every time I leave homeworks, you're gonna be writing them down when they're gonna be due. Whenever I ask for homework for next week, you're gonna be writing it down when it's due, so you can remember you have something due for that day, and that will make things way simpler. Okay, you're gonna be needing a spiral book. Okay, yes, preferably I want something that is wide. Okay, it has a wide rule. It could be any type. Usually they are very cheap. This one is 100 sheets, but you could find this at the dollar store, and or you could find it at Walmart. All these places, it's usually around $1.50. So that's no big deal on that. Okay, so we're also gonna be needing composition books. Yes, we're gonna be needing 3. So if you could guys write that down, we're gonna be needing 3 of these. Composition books are the ones that they don't have spiral, okay? Yes, we're gonna be using one for lab, the other one for grammar, and yes, we're gonna have lab in English, and we're also gonna have chemistry in English. So we're gonna have one for grammar, one for lab, and one for chemistry. Oh, here's the other ones I got. I'm gonna show you guys what I do like. Okay, so these are the 3 notebooks I bought. To be honest, this I found them at the dollar. Like I said, the design doesn't have anything to do. You could just buy the one you like the most. So yes, so this is the one. I need your name. Okay, you guys are gonna be writing your name, the subject, and basically that's it. Okay, and like I said, I want them wide ruled. These, they have 100 sheets, and like I said, they're $1, so you could easily buy these. These are my favorites. I don't know, like when I saw them, I had to buy them. ¿Todo va muy bien? ¿Todos están entendiendo lo que estoy diciendo? Muy bien. Si tienen alguna pregunta, por favor, díganme. No quiero que se queden con la duda. Muy bien. Perfecto. In addition, we're going to be needing a periodic table. Like I mentioned before, we're going to be using this baby to solve some problems. I'm not going to scare you guys. Also, no phones allowed, you guys. You could just put them on vibrate. I don't know whose phone was that, but I just wanted to make it clear. No phones allowed. So if if it's an emergency, go ahead and step out of the room and answer the call. But no phones, no texting, unless it's something that is necessary and it's urgent. Okay. I'm very flexible with that, guys. There's a lot of teachers and professors that they don't like that, but it's not that I don't like it, but I do have some emergencies sometimes, or I'm expecting an important call. So please, no phones in the room. Okay. We also gonna have. Okay, we're gonna be needing some stickers. Well, I'll let you know when we need them, but I need you guys to buy them already. So it could be any type of stickers you want. It doesn't have to be this type. It doesn't have to be Lisa Frank, but you could buy any type of stickers that you want. Okay. These are so cute. I just love them so much. These are my favorite. These are my favorites. I think my favorite one would be maybe the little, I don't know if this is a cat or I really don't know if that's a cat. I'm pretty sure it is, but I do like the little dog, the little tiger. Oh, this one's super cute. This one's like a little dog with a kitty. That's really nice. So like I said, you guys could get as many stickers. Guys, the phone, I'm being serious. You guys gotta put them on vibrate, please. I don't want to be the mean teacher that she's gonna be taking all the phones before class. Okay, you gotta understand that, please. Okay, the next thing we're gonna be using for this course, it's gonna be a USB. It's gonna be a USB. It's super cute, right? It's really cute, and it doesn't have to be 32 gigabytes. It could be 8. Like for example, this one's 8 gigabytes. It doesn't have to be that big, but it could be. I think the smallest one is 2 or a gigabyte, I believe. You don't have to buy something that with a lot of storage, so that will be okay with us. You're gonna be needing some highlighters. Highlighters are very important because we're gonna use them to, especially in reading and chemistry, we might need those whenever we write formulas down. For example, we're gonna be doing some stoichiometry, and whenever we write formulas, for example, percent yield, theoretical yield, and all that stuff, you're gonna have to highlight it so you could find it way easy, okay? And you could study on that. So yeah, we're gonna be needing these highlighters. These were $1 as well, but you could just get the yellow ones. It doesn't have to be different colors. I do encourage you guys to get different colors so you could find the information easier. Let's go with the next thing. Okay, so these are screw glue pens, and we're gonna be needing this. Don't ask me why, it's gonna be needed for this class, okay? If you guys have any questions, you could always go back to the syllabus and you could find all the information there, all the due dates and everything, okay? Also, we're gonna be needing a Tamagotchi. Yes, we're gonna be needing a Tamagotchi. I'm gonna tell you why. Because we gotta be responsible of our own things. So this is gonna have a value at the end of the semester. So you gotta keep your Tamagotchi alive. Yes. The next thing that we're gonna do are the pens. Like I said, it doesn't have to be a certain type, just something that works for you, okay? I like this ones because these are retractable, so you just push the button and it goes, and then it goes inside the pen, so you won't get them dry. So that's why I like this one. You're gonna be needing a pouch as well. Yes, so what we're gonna be doing is you're gonna put all your markers, your highlighters and everything in this pouch. No boxes allowed, please. I'm gonna tell you why. Because it happens that sometimes students, they throw them, like obviously it's not on purpose, but they make so much noise, and I think that could be very distracting to other classmates. So pouch, please. Okay. Okay, we're gonna be needing that. We're also gonna be needing, as a state regulations, we're gonna be needing a face mask. Okay, we gotta wear this the whole term, so please wear your face masks, please. If you don't have the surgical mask, the ones that have filter, that's okay. You can just use this type. These types are denim masks, so this will help you a lot. And these are washable as well, and you can put maybe another mask inside for the filter, or put a filter as you wish, but please, you guys, wear your masks. Also, if you guys want to, this is not mandatory, but if you guys want to buy stickers for your planner, this is a good and great idea to keep you motivated. So this one is stickers, and this one cost me $1. So if you guys want to do that, you could always buy one. You could get as creative as you want. I'm not gonna get mad or get you some points up because of that. Actually, if that works for you, I'm happy to admit that in the class. So we're gonna start now with our first class. Okay, so we're gonna be doing a little example and a little exercise. So I'm gonna be teaching you some greetings in English, and this might help whenever you go to the United States and you don't have to just say hi. You know what I mean? So this will work for you if you don't want to look that formal. So this usually is for informal ways to say hello. So we're gonna do it. So the different ways to say hello, we're gonna see. We could say hi there. That's a really good greeting. You could say hey there, hi there. That works really good. You could also say howdy. That's a really one too. So this is very important. You guys, if you want to take notes, go ahead and do that. I'm just gonna wait so you could just do your notes and put your highlighters and colors as you wish. Greetings. That's another way to say hello. Hey, what's up? That's another one. Okay, so if you are with your friend and you approach him or her, you're gonna say, hey, what's up? You know, that's a really good way to say hello. Another one would be good morning, good evening, good afternoon, you know. So good morning, obviously it's before 12. Good afternoon, between 12 and 6 p.m. maybe when the sun is going down. And good evening is when it's already dark. So that's a really good one, you guys. So the next one says, what's going on? Hey, there she is. Hey, there he is. How's everything? How are things? Good to see you. Great to see you. Nice to see you. So those are some other ways to say hello. Those are very informal. You're not gonna say that to your boss or maybe to a professor, but you could tell all this to a friend, a classmate, or someone close to you. Okay. We're gonna go really quick on this because these are internet abbreviations and you might know them already. So here it is. ASAP, which means as soon as possible. Okay. BTW, which means by the way. FYI, for your information. L8R, later, which means see you later, but in abbreviated. IDK means I don't know. TBH means to be honest. BRB means be right back. OMG means oh my god. TTYL means talk to you later. Okay, that's whenever you want to send a text or you're busy, like TTYL, talk to you later. FYP for your page, which I think that's for, maybe that's for TikTok, I would say. I don't know, I've never heard that one before. AKA, also known as. So one way you could just say, I don't know, let's go to the best place of burgers, and AKA Burger King, you know, something like that. You could just say it like that, even though I don't think Burger King is the best place, but I'm just saying something as an example. And LMK, let me know. So we're gonna go to the very next one, which is homophones. And this might get a little tricky, okay? So these are basics. Big shout out to this English pics from Twitter, which I got these images from, and I think they're very helpful. So grammar basics, it says homophones 2 2 2. So you see that all three, they sound the same. 2 2 2. So 2 indicates motion, to, which means like I'm going to the movies. I'm going to wear a white shirt. Okay, it could be I'm going to the grocery store. Okay, that indicates motion. You're gonna do something. You're gonna like. Okay, I'm explaining myself. ¿Todos están entendiendo bien? Muy bien, excelente. Okay. 2. It could be also or excessively. Okay, it could be whenever someone tells you I love you and you respond I love you too. Yo también te quiero. Puede ser oh my god, I'm starving. Starving significa estoy hambriento. Y pues I'm starving too. Okay. So it could be excessively, it could be too much. For example, when someone brings you a plate with food and you say, oh my god, this is way too much. Okay, TOO is also used as an excessively. Okay, and number 2, well, that one's an easy one. That's very straightforward. That means number 2. So let's say I live in apartment 2. Please park your car on the curbside number 2. Okay, so that's very straightforward. And okay, we're gonna be doing the next one. So okay, I get it, it's already time. Alrighty, so let me just do this one real quick. Let me write down where we left so we could just start from there next class. Excellent. Okay, you guys, you were really good kids today. So, see you next time. And remember, we have classes every Sunday at 8 p.m. East Central Time, okay? Well, see you next time, guys. Bye.